um, one-ups in gaming's... Oh, hey, Mish, one-ups to you.
I'm here to provide entertainment, but not look at the screen.
Okay, one-ups to you, though?
Oh, I didn't realize we were already live.
Yeah.
And wall chickens to you as well.
And Gabe and Blessed, many gamings in your future?
Oh, and may the Triforce be with you always.
May your scores be ever high?
Well, aren't my coins golden first?
Probably.
Yeah, my coins are You messed it up!
I messed it up. I started looking at my Discord window instead of staring directly at the stream preview.
Do you not have it memorized?
I do have it memorized, but I got distracted.
Okay, that's fine. I also... Hi, everyone. From now until Fallout.
Forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Hi, listen,
everyone.
Folks. We're having some technical difficulties, and by technical, I mean biological.
Yeah. I
Mish
think
has got a migraine.
I think I looked at the pewter too much. And I already had like a little bit of a headache when I woke up. And then I was like, wait, what is this? It's a headache and I'm nauseous? That's not a thing that happens to people. And then I was like, wait a gosh darn second. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And that's called a migraine. So I was able to take some medication, so
that's good. You know. I personally, I fell victim to my base urges and I ate an irresponsible amount of Wendy's.
I'm so jealous.
Which they charge you $15 at that place nowadays, and it sucks, but I need it. I need it so bad. I need her.
No, I get it. And
I
now
miss her.
I want Wendy's, but I also don't want to move. Maybe actually tomorrow I will get Wendy's.
So basically what I'm saying is my digestive system is a ticking time bomb. But it was so fucking worth it. I love Wendy's.
Yeah, no, it sounds worth it. Hold on, let me pull up the chat. I'm like, now that I like have acknowledged what potentially is wrong, I have like dimmed all of my lights and turned down my screen brightness and like am lying down. So it's like I could pull up chat and be present a little bit, I think, but I don't know.
Well, luckily I'm taking over gaming, and it's particularly a game that no one really needs to look at except for me, and I'm just going to be muttering numbers, and that's okay.
And I actually think I probably won't look at very much at the screen because my head does hurt. But I don't know what else. I've already taken pain medication and nausea medication, so hopefully that'll do the trick. But I don't know. I don't know anything about how it's like sometimes when you feel gross. Like sometimes I feel gross and I know what to do about it. This is not one of those circumstances.
Damn. Well, I think that's just about everything. I mean, shout out to the cult that we indoctrinated you into recently. But other than that, let's just go straight into gaming.
Let's just go great gaming.
Let's go great gaming. Let's go great gaming.
Let's go great gaming.
Great gaming. Here we go.
Now we're gaming with games.
Now you're gaming with gaming?
Yeah. Well, see, I could probably do this next week. But I can't the week after that. I'm not going to be around.
So take a look at the mosaic that I've completed so far. I have played 13 hours of this game, and I am 50.75% of the way done. I've also properly found the Twitch category for this game in particular. So if you look on like what game does Twitch think I'm streaming, it says 2024 Mosaic Retrospective. The game is free. You can also spend presumably 30 hours putting this together the way I will. And let's try to do region 54.
It's not like Picross. It's like
Minesweeper.
Minesweeper.
So let me undo what I just did. Right here, I have a 0, which indicates every cell is either on or off. They're lit up or darkened. A 0 means there are no light cells next to it, which includes the cell itself that has the number. That's the important bit. And now I can see that this has 3 light cells next to it. Well, there's only 3 possible cells that could be lit up, thanks to my 0. So that's right there. Same thing with this 3. We also have a 9 right here, which means that all of the cells are lit up, just like that.
I believe you. This is hard to process because I'm watching on the stream and it's delayed.
Yeah, you also have a big headache, so I don't blame you. I've gotten pretty damn good at understanding the shapes that I need to look out for in this game now. So I'm improving. But I still like to mutter to myself while I play it. Just looking at all the numbers.
Pear Pearson is enjoying a Chicago-style hot dog.
Hot dog. Enjoy your Chicago-style hot dog.
Yeah. Hank has acknowledged that I have a migraine and is now doing, my cat Hank is now doing his due diligence of making biscuits on my body.
Does that help the migraine?
Not particularly.
You should teach Hank useful life skills.
Yeah, well, I don't have those, so...
Is Hank an emotional support animal?
He is.
Hell yeah.
Because he's a big 20-pound tuxedo cat, and whenever I look at him, I go, oh. And that helps me emotionally.
Yeah.
Although he's now currently sticking his stinky butt in my face, which maybe is not the most effective emotional support, but...
Not really seeing anything else I can do here yet. I also lost my train of thought of whatever thing I intended to say previously. Which is okay, because I'm hanging out.
You're chilling.
I tried to get my ferrofluid on camera to do like the last stream I did of this game where I was made of fluid, because that was really fun, but I couldn't position the camera and the ferrofluid the way I did last time.
I did not see that, but I believe that it was fun.
Let me turn the bossa nova back on.
Oh yeah, get that bossa nova beat going.
Oh yeah.
Super Mario RPG.
Sonic the Hedgehog, Donkey Kong 3. I'm not spinning the wheel.
Adventures
of wrong show.
Oh wait, can you actually just screen share to me so I don't have to watch the chat? Or I don't have to watch the stream.
I mean, yeah, I can do that.
Donkey Kong Jr. Math. Ninja Gaiden 1.
Ninja Gaiden 2, Ninja Gaiden 3. Cruising USA.
Surfing USA.
No, it's Cruising USA.
Maybe it is Cruising. Surfing USA is a song by the Beach Boys.
Shoutouts to the Beach Boys. Love those boys.
Yeah. What if everybody had an ocean?
I think about that frequently. Like if everybody had an ocean, you know?
Yeah. Across the USA. Also, yeah, like why does only everybody in the USA get an ocean?
Because the song is about surfing USA, it's not about fucking surfing Portugal or whatever.
Yeah, but everybody could still have the ocean.
The line is if everybody had an ocean across the USA.
Yeah.
Second stream I know of in the past week to shout out the Beach Boys.
Hell yeah.
Cole, I have attempted to refresh my stream overlay such that it will ping pronoun DB again, and it didn't work, so I don't know. Let's see. Clearly I am missing something that would let me start on a new section here. The Portuguese also get the ocean, it just wasn't mentioned in the song. They do mention that in their hit song Surfin' Globe. I know that Cole is a big Beach Boys fan, so I have no clue if that's a real thing or not.
United States and Canada, Mexico.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru can have oceans to do.
You have to do it to Surf in USA. US, Mexico, Canada.
Stupid shit.
Do it. I don't know.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not the improv master here.
You're not improvising. I'm telling you what to do. I think this is helping my headache, but I haven't figured it out yet. Maybe
I think yelling at me will help the headache.
No, I'm just like closing my eyes and like trying to, I don't know, enjoy the bossa nova beat. But I really thought it was like I was like, oh, it feels like an allergy. I don't know, any doctors in the chat want to tell me what's going on with my body? Because like I thought it was like a sinus pressure allergy headache, but I was like, I don't usually get allergies. But I like at this time of year. But I was like, no, I do feel like maybe it is allergies, but I don't know. And then I went to work and it got like worse. And then I like did my job, but it was like still there and bad. And then once I like got home, I was like, oh no, now I feel actually like terrible. So I guess it was never allergies and it was just some sort of migraine the whole time.
Probably. God damn it. What am I missing? I might have to give up on Region 54 and go do something else for a bit. I was making some progress over here on Region 22. This is a really big region.
Just saw that the stream, it's called What's Up with the Human Body.
Yeah.
What other songs can we talk about? When the Beach Boys said, wouldn't it be nice if we were older, then we wouldn't have to wait so long. Until what? Fucking paying taxes?
I think until being older. If we were already older, then we wouldn't have to wait so long to be older.
Well, I mean, maybe, but... if it was for, like, a love-making reason, if they were too consenting... I know, I'm not... I mean, like, because if they were, like, two 16-year-olds and they were like, oh, I can't wait till we're older so we can have sex. Two 16-year-olds can just have sex.
They can, but their parents
and that's the
don't
last
want
I'm
them
going to say about that, because I don't want to say anything that could be taken out of context to be incriminating.
I love getting taken out of context, but I don't like being incriminated. I can admit that. It's one thing that I'm really not into, is incriminating myself.
Were there any pet sounds on the album Pet Sounds? I don't think I heard a single bark or woof.
Cole suggests, wouldn't it be nice if we were older so we could have post-marital sex? Do you have to wait to get married? I mean, there are some...
post-marital sex, yeah.
there are some politicians that think there's some politicians near where I live that are into the idea that you should be able to get married as young as you want. There were farm animal sounds on Pet Sounds? I've never listened to it.
I haven't listened to the full album. That's one of my, I'm hopefully getting a record player soon, and that's one of my dream records.
Nice.
And I will let you know.
All right.
Do you ever have Tooth Tunes?
No.
Shame. For those of you who don't know.
So they seemed so nasty.
No, it was great. No, it was fine. It was just a toothbrush that was like any old toothbrush, but it had like a pressure sensor. So when you were brushing your teeth, out of the like base of the toothbrush played like a song, but only when you were brushing your teeth. So it wasn't like the speaker was in your mouth.
Yeah, but I still find it gross. I don't want you to be vibrating the bones in my skull.
You're not. It's in your... The sound is in your... Well, do you not have a vibrating toothbrush?
I do now. But I don't want it to be playing music to my bones. Like, that's a conductive... bone conduction speaker.
It's not playing it to your bones because the speaker is in your hand.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's what I was saying, that the pressure sensor is in the actual head of the toothbrush, but in the body of the toothbrush is where the speaker is.
I thought it was doing a thing where it was like vibrating the tune of the song into your teeth.
No, it only plays the music when you're brushing your teeth because there's a pressure sensor.
They should have made that more clear in the commercials.
Yeah, no, the commercials made it definitely seem like something funky was going on there. But anyway, I had two Tooth Tunes. Because I remember Tooth Tunes. I remember like fighting with my cousins over who got which Tooth Tunes, and I think I lost because I remember getting fun by the Beach Boys.
That sounds like a win in my book. Were they all scrabbling to get the NSYNC one?
No, I got two because I had that one and I think because I got a second one, I think because I lost with the cousins, and it was just because I was more upset not because of it was because it was the part of the song that was like, and we'll have fun till my daddy takes the T-Bird away, and I didn't know what a T-Bird was, and I also was like 7. I didn't have concerns about my father potentially taking away my car.
I don't relate to this experience. I was listening to Beach Boys' Fun at roughly that age, and I love that song.
I mean, that's fair. I also was listening to Blue Bayou and being like, oh, so true. But I did get a second one that I really loved because it was the song wake up on a Saturday night, could be New York, maybe Hollywood and mine, London, Paris, maybe Tokyo.
I've never heard this song.
Everywhere you go tonight and forever tonight. It was great because I could relate to it because I wake up sometimes on a Saturday night.
I've never heard this song before in my life.
I think it's a Hilary Duff song. Hold on. It's one of those like girlies, you know?
Yeah. I never listened to the girlies as a kid. I wonder why.
I love the girlies. Yeah, it was really just called Wake Up.
Wake Up by the Duff.
Yeah, it's called Wake Up by Hilary Duff. And the boys on Las Culturistas talk about that song a lot, because she says maybe New York, maybe Hollywood and Vine, which is just a random intersection in Hollywood, which they always joke is like a Rite Aid.
A Rite Aid.
Because it's like, well, what else? It's Hollywood and Vine is a very weird and random... Let me look up right now.
Yeah, go pull that shit up on Google Maps, Street View.
Now, you can tell that my migraine's going away a little bit, because I'm like... Well, actually, maybe... Let's see. Hollywood and Vine. Hollywood, no, not in Pennsylvania.
What if it was? What if she meant Pennsylvania?
Yeah, maybe she meant Hollywood Avenue and Vine Street in Trooper, Pennsylvania. It looks like that is... Is this just a patch of random land? This might be. Oh no, it's his somebody's house.
Nice. She's visiting her friend who lives there.
Yeah, who lives on Hollywood and Vine. It's in like a... What is this called? I'm gonna think of the word. It's like a... It's like when the houses are in an oval shape.
Cul-de-sac.
Yeah, cul-de-sac.
I was hoping it was cul-de-sac. It's such a good word.
Yeah, it wasn't a cul-de-sac. I almost said cavalcade, which is another fun C word with a similar amount of vibes. Yeah, same amount of syllables. Yeah. So maybe she was talking about her friend on Hollywood Avenue and Vine Street, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. You should tell that to the podcast people you were talking about. Or whatever it is you were saying.
There's actually Hollywood and Vine is... Oh, that's like a cool building. What is it, though? What is this? What building are you? You're a historical landmark, but what are you? Are you just a building? Probably. Intersection clustered with film and record studios since 1920s. Oh, the Walk of Fame is by Hollywood and Vine. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Let me look at the Hollywood and Vine in Florida, because I saw there's also one of those. And then I have to stop looking at my screen, because I am now realizing that it is making it worse.
Yeah. Yeah, I got this whole section done now. Now, Region 22 is entirely over.
Maybe she was in the Hollywood and Vine parking lot. For whatever reason, now the Florida one isn't showing up anymore.
Oh yeah, they just tore it down.
Oh yeah. Just now. Here it is. Oh, it's in the middle of, Oh, it's there's just a restaurant in Disney called Hollywood and Vine. So maybe you are waking up on a Saturday night and going to the Hollywood and Vine restaurant at Disney.
At night? I mean, if you're staying at the Disney World Resort
Hotel it closes at 8 p.m. So you could wake up on a Saturday night and it could be it could be like 7. You could wake up at 7 and then go to Hollywood and Vine. It occasionally has Disney character appearances, but mostly at breakfast and lunch.
I don't think I understand the appeal of Disney World. I've spent almost all of my life being bitter that I never got to go to Disney World when everyone else I know has.
Yeah. The character meet and greets I'm a little old for, but some of them are fun. And I like amusement parks a lot, so I
have so many friends that really love amusement parks and I don't get it.
I enjoy them because it's a nice escape from reality. except for the part where you spend your money. And that's... But, I was explaining to my boss, for anybody else who's diagnosing me on the stream, maybe it'll also be helpful to know that I've not been sleeping very well. And I keep having, like, stress dreams. And one of the reoccurring stress dreams I have is that I'm at Disney World, but I'm only at Magic Kingdom, and I want to go to Epcot, but I don't have a park hopper pass, so I can't go to Epcot.
This counts as a stress dream for you.
When I wake up sweating about it, yes.
That's crazy.
And my brain is so weird. It makes up random things to get anxious about in dreams, and then I wake up stressed.
Yeah, I mean, so I went to my psychiatrist yesterday, and
yeah,
he asked
very
me,
normal.
He asked me to describe the sort of stress nightmares that I mentioned I got about my previous job. And I was like, I was having nightmares about my previous job was working in a healthcare facility, and I was like, yeah, it was a shit ton of responsibility, and I have nightmares about, like, the patients there, and, like, being still feeling responsible for them, even though I know I don't work there anymore. So do you want to switch stress dreams for a little bit?
No, because I still also get the normal ones.
I stressed about wanting to go to Epcot.
No, I still, that's the fun part, is I still have work stress dreams. It's just when I'm not stressed about work, my body is like, time to find another thing to be stressed about.
Go 3, 6, 5. Am I winning? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm at 51.8% of the way done. I'm working on Region 22. I'm 84% of the way through Region 22 right now. This 4 is good. That'll work.
Yeah, I think I probably do. Because it's like, okay, the less I look at the screen, the less my head hurts. So it definitely is like a stress migraine. Maybe I should just relax and not be stressed.
Have you considered relaxing and not being stressed while your every word is being broadcast live to a group of people?
Okay, I'm catching up on chat because I have a little bit of brain energy. Christopher wants to go to Star Wars or to Disney World just to drink blue Star Wars milk. Boy, do I have news for you. Blue food dye is going to be a lot cheaper. And milk is going to be a lot cheaper than a trip to Florida. Dr. Teflon went to Disney in 1999 and is not from the US, but learned that they are terrified of roller coaster.
I'm also terrified of roller coaster.
I'm a little terrified of roller coaster. I'm not as terrified as I was of roller coaster. I used to be very scared of roller coaster. But now, I'm not as scared. I'm still scared, though. It's just not as scared. It's like, you know.
I have learned. I had a realization last night that I'm actually getting better at horror. Just talking about being scared of things.
No, same. I went to the movie theater and watched a horror movie, and I never used to be able to do that because I'd have to be able to skip. But my friends were like, "We're gonna go watch Nosferatu," and I was like, "Okay, I know I am surrounded by friends and I will be safe." And I watched Nosferatu, and can I tell you, earnestly, the only time I got a little scared.
I have a guess.
You go first, and I'll tell you.
I heard that there was a scene with needles.
No! And also there's not.
There's not?
No.
I saw someone on TikTok who was like
Maybe
very seriously being like, hey, there's a really bad needle scene in Nosferatu, and I wish somebody had told me about it before I went and saw that fucking movie. They were like so serious about it.
I don't remember. Maybe there is like a little bit of a needle scene. I don't remember. I'm not as terrified of needles, so I don't remember.
Yeah.
And I did jump at the jump scares, but genuinely, the time that I like genuinely got the most like was he was walking down some slippery stairs and he almost tripped himself.
Jesus.
He like shuffled his feet and like almost fell down the stairs.
You got scared at a slapstick part of the horror movie.
No, it wasn't slapstick. It was like, whoa, if he fell, that would have really hurt.
I didn't realize that Nosferatu... I kind of assumed that Nosferatu would just be a drama and wouldn't be an actual horror movie. I'm not sure why I thought that.
It's not, well, because it's like an eerie, like, and my friend explained it to me too, because I was like, did I just sign up to like watch a horror movie? And they were like, no, it's just kind of an eerie movie.
Kind of crappy.
Like, it's not like, it's more like creepy, because like there's not a lot of like, there's not too much blood. It's not like Nosferatu like stabs people, you know. He just drinks from their lifeless corpses.
Oh yeah, but how did their corpses become lifeless? Because he stabbed them?
Mostly rats, spoiler alert.
Willy Wonka's meth lab. In February 2024, an immersive experience themed around Willy Wonka took place at a warehouse in Glasgow, Scotland. Promoted with AI-generated images, the event disappointed attendees who claimed it resembled a makeshift meth lab. The controversy led to police involvement after multiple complaints.
Hooray! It's the unknown.
It is the unknown. There's this like big golden gateway looking thing. I want to know what's...
It's the mirror. It's the unknown's mirror.
Well, I want to know what news story is going to go inside the mirror.
Oh, it's not connected to the...
I have not filled it in yet. Dr. Teflon says, I went on an 8-year journey with my partner so she could get into horror movies because she wasn't even a movie person. And nowadays she goes, oh, look here, a new horror movie.
Yeah, I like Nosferatu. I was like, cool. I can work with you.
Is he a chill guy? Chill guy you could see yourself working with?
I mean, not really, but like, you know.
Does he seem like he gets his projects done on time?
I mean, yeah, he does. He sets deadlines and he does stick to them.
Deadlines.
3 days. I also knew nothing about Nosferatu going into it. My friend did remind me that I did have 100 years to figure that out. But, you know, I wasn't alive for 100 years, so...
You weren't?
No.
Huh. Learn something new every day.
Only 26 of them.
I've never been alive, so... I don't know. I don't know how to like guess how old people are.
But yeah, I like Nosferatu.
This is my first day online.
Yeah, this is my first day online. The reason I was like, I don't know if I'm interested in seeing Nosferatu, but then I did remember that I saw the headline about Willem Dafoe talking about hanging out with 2,000 trained rats.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I do need to see this movie, actually.
I think that's Nosferatu walking by just now.
Oh.
I had this realization that I'm better with horror now. Because last night, as part of a project which is still somewhat under wraps, I was watching some analog horror on YouTube. And analog horror is a thing that I'm slightly obsessed with because I don't find analog horror scary, like, at all.
Yeah.
And it's been my gateway into horror because it's so many people trying to be scary, but the way they present it and the tropes in the genre of analog horror are so fucking goofy to me that it never succeeds in making me scared. But last night I saw actually, genuinely, the best analog horror I have ever seen from a creator called Red Diamond.
Ooh.
And I was like, my god. Like, there are real, honest to god, like, horror film techniques being used in service of the analog horror tropes. And for the first time, maybe ever, the analog horror tropes that I love to make fun of actually came across as scary.
Hell yeah. Love to hear it.
I was, like, shocked. It was incredible. Ah, the 6 is good. Okay. Which movie? You talking to me? Which movie? It's the one that I was watching is called The Circle by Red Diamond. And I realized after I'd watched it that it probably wouldn't have hit so hard if I'd ever read Uzumaki, because it's basically just ripping off Uzumaki. But there's another semi-self-contained one by the same creator called The Starving Five that is also really, really effective that I recommend.
Yeah,
Cole had a similar experience with an anime. Really? I never would have guessed.
I'm only finding pictures of red diamonds.
You go on YouTube. Watched this anime called Hell Girl, and it was really moved by a particular episode. It gripped me in a way I hadn't been gripped by horror before. The big twist really shook me, and then I found out a few months later it's just Psycho. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho?
Yeah, that'll happen.
Kind of hard to escape Psycho, I think. I don't like saying Psycho. I find that word... I find that word's casual usage to be a bit, disturbing.
Yeah.
Let me assure you, psychosis is so much more scary to the person experiencing it than it is to anyone...
Than anybody else, yeah.
Yeah, observing it. If I could offer one piece of advice, don't get a psychotic break. Don't enter psychosis. It's not fun.
I'm actively trying not to.
I'm on antipsychotics, and I'm so glad. I think one of the few horror movies of late that really made me unnerved was Skinamarink. Skinamarink is kind of on my list. I still think it's a bit too much of a big, scary horror movie for me to watch it.
I've heard it's slow, so that depends on, like, you know, if you find that, like, because I like atmospheric horror. That's, like, more my vibe, than, like, brutal slasher horror. The one I think I almost said, but never finished saying, that the one movie that, like, I saw once and was like, oh, actually, this was genuinely terrifying, but also beautiful, and I'm glad I watched it, was Midsommar.
Midsommar.
Yeah. Genuinely, like, one of, like, still sticks with me as one of the most terrifying pieces of media I've seen, but also genuinely a beautiful piece of media. That's the kind of movie I'll do this thing sometimes where, there's other horror that stuck with me in ways that are negative, but, like, I'll do this I'll do this fun thing where, like, if I'm watching a horror movie for the first time and I think I can handle it, then I'm not sure. I do just read the Wikipedia summary, because then I'm like, I can make a judgment call about
that.
I can make a judgment call about what's about to happen, and then decide if I feel like I can handle watching that.
Yeah. When I was a child, I had the complete inverse experience of that, where I was too scared. I don't remember if this was before or after I had gotten a copy of the game Portal, but I was really scared of it, and I went on Wikipedia and I read the plot synopsis of Portal, and it scared the shit out of me. I'm pretty sure I had nightmares about the plot of the game Portal, which is not a scary game even a little bit.
How old were you?
I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know. I was afraid. Skinamarink is on my list of horror films that I would like to watch at some point as I improve my tolerance, because anytime I see someone compare something to House of Leaves, I'm interested, and I saw it get compared to House of Leaves once. That's my favorite book.
Yeah, I really liked when I was also in that mindset. I did, what did I watch? It was, I watched Saw. That felt like a good cultural, you know what I mean? Like, that was like a good cultural, touchstone to add to my, like, library, so to speak. But who's in the mirror?
Tony Todd dies, age 69. On the 6th of November 2024, American actor Tony Todd, known for his roles in films such as Candyman, Platoon, and the Final Destination series, passed away at the age of 69. He was particularly celebrated for his portrayal of the titular character in the Candyman horror franchise.
Speak of the devil.
Cole, are you saying House of Leaves copied The Birds? I watched The Birds in high school and hated it.
I have not seen either of these things, so I don't really have
that film is so sucks. I feel strongly about it. I'm spreading misinformation online, thanks. Dr. Teflon says, I have a very weird experience with movie and games and horror because, you see, my family was always a bit liberal in terms of choices, and by liberal, I mean completely unfiltered. So my mother and father took me to the movies, and there's going to be another... Hang tight, folks, there's going to be another message as part of this. And it was to the movies that they wanted to watch. They were sneaking a kid into R-rated scary movies? Messed up.
I don't remember what it was, but I do remember not being able to sleep one night and, like, sitting with my dad as he was watching some show, and there was some, like, dark humor thing about death, and he was just laughing the whole time, and I was, like, incredibly disturbed. Wow. But I can't remember the content anymore. I just remember sitting there, and my dad and I having complete opposite reactions to one piece of media, which is also one of my favorite things to happen.
Arby just said, I saw Society as a kid, and I thought it was a bad dream I had until I was an adult. I assume Society is the name of a film or something, but it's really funny to imagine you taking a look at society around you and deciding it was all just a bad dream. You realized you lived in a society and you were like, no, this can't be.
Yeah.
Cole says, I've told this story a million times, but my parents watched Evangelion with me when I was 8 or something, and I got too scared about halfway through, and they decided to just finish it without me, because at that point they were invested. Damn.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Here we go.
Speaking of probably horror, a big ad popped up in New York City with Julia Fox on it as a realtor. And I feel like this is definitely like an ad for a horror movie.
Huh.
I called the number to see like what would happen. Because I saw the ad on a website, and it was just like, "Hi, welcome to CC's Reality, the #1 realtor in New Jersey. Please leave a message." And then it beeped, and I was like, "Do you have any studio apartments?" And then I said, "Actually, never mind. I don't want to live in New Jersey." And then I hung up.
Nice.
But I'm trying to figure out what this website is very like professional looking. But it's also Spectre Reality, so I have a feeling this is like some sort of horror movie. Because it's also Neon, who's not A24, but they're like A24's cousin.
Do you want to do like a who is lookup and see who registered the domain?
It's Neon. I know it is because they've been posting about it. It's the like production company.
Okay.
So unfortunately, that wouldn't.
Cole says, what do you think P was lying about?
That's a good question.
I'm pretty sure he was lying about, like, skipping school and doing drugs, right? Wasn't that the plot of Pinocchio?
I think that he was lying about the fact that he just peed. I think he also pooped, but was embarrassed.
I don't like that.
Hehehe.
I kind of want to play Lies of P. I don't like Souls-likes, but I've always wanted to play Bloodborne, and even though there is quite, like, shocking progress being made on a PS4 emulator called Shad PS4, I really don't think it's, like, optimized enough that I would be able to run it. So if I don't get to play Bloodborne that way, it's, maybe I'll play Lies of P. Yeah, Lies of P is, essentially trying to be Bloodborne gameplay-wise.
Oh, I found it. It's the new Steven Soderbergh movie called Presence, and it is a horror movie.
Oh, problem solved.
A family moves into a suburban house and convinces they're not alone.
No
Julia
way.
Fox as the realtor.
A family moves into a haunted house? I've never heard that for a fucking horror movie before.
I'm trying to remember. Oh, okay.
Trying to see how many pages House of Leaves is so I can add to my list. Give me a second. I'll go grab my copy.
While Quinn is doing that, it's directed by Steven Soderbergh, and I recognize his name, and I saw the trailer for it. I should have known that it was this movie. I saw the trailer for it when I was watching Nosferatu, and I was with somebody who I didn't know quite so well, but Steven Soderbergh's name came on the screen during the previews, and I said, Steven Soderbergh, what do I know him from? What has he directed? And the girl next to me just said, Ocean's 8. And I was like, oh, well then I guess he's incredibly prepared to direct a horror movie.
I watched Ocean's 8. I liked Ocean's 8 a lot, but I also
Ocean's 8's great.
I had such a specific experience watching that film. My sister invited me to go watch Ocean's 8.
Or maybe was it Ocean's 11 that he did? Either way, tell your Ocean's story.
My sister invited me to go to St. Louis to watch Ocean's 8 on a projector outside the art museum in St. Louis. And
yeah,
the hill we were sitting on packed with lesbians smoking weed.
Oh yes. No, he also did Ocean's 8. He did all the Ocean's movies.
I have my copy of House of Leaves with me. Can you hear it? It says the main bulk of the book lasts for about 530 pages, and then there's an additional like 200 pages. The full end after you read all the appendices is 709 pages total. It's a tome.
It's a chonker.
And it's,
as we would call it in the literary world.
It's really important to the reading experience that it is a gigantic book in like all dimensions.
Maybe I should add it to my my Libby list to listen to.
You cannot listen to it.
What do you like morally or actually?
Actually, House of Leaves is an example of what I would call an untranslatable, unadaptable story. You cannot... It is like the story of the book and the experience of reading it as a physical book that you're touching the pages of are so tightly interlinked that if you were to listen to someone read out the words of the book, you would not get the story at all.
I see. Well, I did look up House of Leaves audiobooks, and I did get recommended an audiobook called How to Leave the House, so maybe if I listen to that...
That one might help.
Yeah.
One time, Mark Z. Danielewski did post on Facebook a pilot screenplay for a TV series adaptation of House of Leaves, but it wasn't an adaptation of House of Leaves. It was like, because of course it was a like meta take on like, this opens with news footage of him, the author, being interviewed on the news by like a reporter who's angry at him because he wrote the book House of Leaves and told everyone that it was fiction, but it turned out that it was real, and now everyone's pissed at him. So like that's what the television show is gonna be. It's not, you can't put this to film, you can't put it to audio. You can't put it even to like a PDF and read it on a screen. You need the book. I'm very adamant about this on account of how it's my favorite book. And I intend to reread it sometime soon. It is the most book-ass book, and I agree. Dr. Teflon says, at a pace averaging 250 words per minute, the book will take 11 hours and 49 minutes. That's true. Let me see what else. I don't know if House of Leaves is available in Brazilian Portuguese. There is, but it's from a publisher that has a shoddy translation. I love House of Leaves. I felt like there was another thing that I wanted to say in regards to horror things that are similar to House of Leaves, but I don't remember. I got too excited about picking up my big book. Cole says, I still regret not burning my copy of House of Leaves when I finished reading it. Yep. I did a thing in college where I would frequently visit my favorite bookshop in the city, and I would always check to see if their copy of House of Leaves was still there, or if it had been, if someone had been cursed by it and picked it up and was reading it. I always felt a little bit paranoid about it. It was great.
I was just looking at some like movie list stuff because my headache is starting to go away a little bit, and I forgot something very important that I need to tell you.
Sure.
Do you know Now You See Me 3 is slated to come out this year?
Oh, God.
I forgot! And then I just remembered like an interview with Jesse Eisenberg being like, this was a blast, guys, thank you.
Why? So Mish and Cole and I watched Now You See Me a few months ago, and that's a film that's like unbelievably stupid, but it's fun to watch.
You did not say that the day of. You were like, this film is amazing!
Well, yeah, it's amazing because it's unbelievably stupid.
November 14th, 2025, baby.
That's so fun. And like, so Now You See Me had a sequel.
I have a timeline for when I'm going to come visit you.
No, we're not going to see that fucking film in theaters and without
Yes,
Cole.
we are.
No.
Yes, we are. We are.
No, God, no.
Yes, we are.
No, we have to have Cole be with us when we watch it. I refuse.
Well, she can come.
No, so like Now You See Me is such an incredibly stupid movie, and they made a sequel that bombed so hard. Why the fuck are they making a third one?
You don't know that it bombed. You haven't watched it.
I do know that it bombed. You don't have to watch it to know that it was a commercial failure.
Well, Daniel Radcliffe's in it.
Okay. And?
I don't know. None of these images from the movie look real. They're all like fan-made.
Oh my god, that reminds me of one of my favorite pages on the internet that I think no longer exists. If you have never done this, I can't recommend enough trying to find random like fandom wikis that are obviously made by prepubescent children who just love to make up shit about something that they like.
Yeah, they love to lie.
They love lying. I found a fandom wiki for Sing 2, the sequel to the animated film Sing. This was long before a real Sing 2, because Sing did get a real sequel. This was before that sequel was announced. Some kid on Fandom Wiki made a page for Sing 2 that included not just a plot synopsis, but all of the songs and a gigantic list for the cast list of what celebrities were going to be in this movie. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen, and I'm pretty sure they took it down once Sing 2 became an actual thing. It was so good. It's not quite as good as the thing that Cole and I found about the wee Jeff.
The wee Jeff. Of course.
It was on a wiki about like Nintendo consoles. And it was a sequel to the Wii that was called Wee Jeff. I love the Wii Jeff so much, and I also love another console that was on the same wiki that was called the Flame Bomb. I was like, yeah, I can't wait to play my portable console, the Flame Bomb. I'm gonna bring it with me on the airplane.
I'm sorry. Very funny. I'm just on the Now You See Me 3 wiki, which has no plot potential information other than that it's been in the works since 2015. But I do need to just share I'm a little... Okay. Principal photography began in July 2024 in Budapest, with George Hirschman serving as the cinematographer. Filming took place in Antwerp, Belgium, from August 28th to September 1st. Filming wrapped on November 18th, 2024. So my question is, did they get all of the people to reprise their roles, but only in Belgium from August 28th to September 1st?
That seems like a really tight deadline to film an entire movie.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, it says that they started Principal in July and then filmed in November. But even still, that's not a very long time to make a movie.
You know what I think it is? I think the majority of the film is going to be CGI. And they were only doing the live action part, so they didn't have to spend as much time filming. Sure. Sweden joins NATO. On the 7th of March 2024, Stephen joined the North Atlantic Treaty Organization.
Yay, Stephen!
Good job, Stephen. Sweden joined the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Historically, Sweden has been a neutral country in modern times, avoiding involvement in both the world wars of the 20th century. However, Russian aggression in Europe in recent times has led Sweden to join the US-led military alliance. Let's go up here to Region 56.
Now I'm just imagining, like, what's it called? It's like the fucking Steven Universe theme song, but it's like all the countries of NATO and Steven!
And Steven! Yeah. Congrats to Steven for joining NATO. I know that was a big moment for you.
Sorry, I can't name the countries in NATO off the top of my head. I am recovering from a migraine, which I am actually feeling a lot better. I think just like lying down and closing my eyes for a while was very helpful.
Sweet. Okay. Don't feel any closer to any of these numbers. Do some ASMR for Mish. Do you want that?
What? No. Fuck no. Who said that I wanted that?
Alex.
Alex, no. I'm fine. Your girlfriend can do ASMR for you.
I can do that.
Private life. Yeah, just do it in your own private, in the comfort of your bedroom or whatever.
I would do it. Of course I would do it. Have you met me? Alright, what am I missing here?
Anyway, I'm looking at the price of plane tickets so I can be there for the premiere.
We're not gonna go watch that film in a theater without Cole.
Cole, would you give your blessing? Or will you come with us?
Cole, come with us. I've always had an blessing for what? You should come with me to visit me in my location, and we can all go watch Now You See Me 3 in theaters together.
But if you can't make it, do you give the blessing for us to go see it, then give you a review?
Yeah, without you instead of involving you.
No, I want Cole to come, but I also want to leave the door open just in case.
No, I don't want you to come all the way over here and then just watch a film that we could fucking see on a pirate website.
Well, we could do other stuff.
I've always had kind of an interesting aversion to ASMR because I have a noticeable autonomous sensory meridian response to certain things. I have never gotten that feeling from anything that came out of like any ASMR channel ever. Like people whispering, squishing things, clacking nails. No, none of that does.
I just feel
the autonomous sensory meridian response to me.
Sometimes I like some of the sounds, but other times I just feel a little uncomfy. Like I don't get the response.
Autonomous sensory meridian response. That's what ASMR stands for.
ASMR, yeah.
Like it's ASMR it's a phenomenon that like it's a sensation that happens. Yeah. It's not just like a random name for a genre of videos. It's named after a specific sensation that they're trying to elicit in the viewer. What am I missing here? What am I not seeing? What part of this can I solve? Yeah, I was telling Mish yesterday that this is a game that makes me do Minecraft villager noises. You got a chill voice, you can put Dr. Teflon to sleep, and some days that's more than enough. When I need to listen to someone's voice to fall asleep, I put on the video A Bomberman Journey by Rife XD, an 8-hour-long video where this guy plays every single-player campaign in every single Bomberman game and describes them in extensive detail. That video has gotten me through so many sleepless nights.
I've fallen asleep to a lot of stuff. Mostly I've Vine Sauce Vinny is pretty good because he's got a pretty neutral voice.
Does he? I've only ever seen clips of him where he's like screaming.
Yeah, well, or you might be thinking of Joel.
No, I know Joel screams, but also Vinny.
Yeah. Sometimes, but also sometimes Vinny just is a little more chill. His Animal Crossing VODs, I literally, during the pandemic, in order to survive, would wake up, play Animal Crossing, and then go to sleep listening to his Animal Crossing VODs.
Wow.
Tomato Anus, one of my favorite speedrunners. Also, great choice.
Terrible username.
Well, when he does speedrunning stuff, his name is Tomato Angus.
That really doesn't make it better to me.
But nonetheless, his voice is very soothing. He's a he-they, so he-they's voice is very soothing.
He-they's voice. Listen,
he-they's voice.
I'm down for he-they voices. I listen to he-they voices.
I listen to he-they voices. I thought I was a he-they voice for a minute, and then was like, nah. Yeah. I'm a funny guy, but not that kind of funny guy.
I will listen and respect he-they voices unless I have the opportunity to... I don't know how I'm trying to phrase this. Unless I have the opportunity to influence them to try she/her pronouns. It's what I'm going for.
Let me he them titties.
Let me he them titties. All I'm saying is, if you think that you're a cis guy, but you're still friends with me...
Okay.
For the time being, perhaps. I'll say that historically I've been a corrupting influence, and I'm not ashamed. Making some good progress on this section. I have to tell Twitch Automod that people in our chat can say the word anus.
Hell yeah.
You're allowed to say anus on my streams. That's okay.
Oh, I can feel myself starting to become a human being again.
Oh, gross.
No, it's good. It's like I feel more normal.
Normal?
So my head doesn't feel
gross.
as bad. Well, my normal is not, normal.
If I had to be a normal human being, I would die. And that's simply true. That's why I'm a robot on the internet. On the internet, and this is true, no one can tell if you're a bot.
No one knows if you're
people get into arguments on X, the Everything app, all the time.
Hold, don't send me Snapchats. I deleted the app, and so now every time somebody sends me a Snapchat, I get a text about it.
Mish gets straight up text messages from Snapchat. Dr. Teflon, I am, in truth, an advanced AI. with a voice synthesis module, but I often call myself a robot for expedience sake. Close enough.
I'm normal enough.
You're not literally a drinky bird.
Yeah, I'm not normal. As I said, my normal is not the standard normal.
ICC issues arrest warrant for Benjamin Netanyahu. On November 21st, 2024, the International Criminal Court issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defense Prime Minister Yoav Gallant for war crimes and crimes against humanity during the Israel-Hamas war. The warrants, requiring action from 124 member states, mark the first issued against the head of government of a major Western ally. An additional warrant was issued for Hamas military commander Mohammed Deif, who was reportedly killed earlier in the conflict. Sorry, they issued a warrant for the arrest of someone who had been killed earlier in the conflict?
Well, no, they were saying he's allegedly been killed, so like, hey.
It said reportedly killed earlier in the conflict.
Yeah, so they were like, hey, if this guy's dead, cool, but if you do find him, he is gonna get arrested.
That's so funny.
I think I feel like this is not the first time this has happened.
Probably not. Cool Jelly Person, that is because this particular avatar was created by our friend of the show and cult member Temi, who did in fact somewhat base the style of this avatar on the game Cookie Run Jelly Pop, which I still call it Jelly Pop because that's what it was called when it first came out. It was called Cookie Run Jelly Pop, and then it changed name to Hello Brave Cookies, and then it changed its name again to Cookie Run Puzzle World. But it does make me look like I'm a sort of sour gummy candy, which is fun.
Yeah, but my favorite thing that somebody said about our little PNG tubers is that they all looked like they were from a Game Boy manual.
Yeah, a manual for a Game Boy RPG. I also think about that frequently.
Yeah, I think that's exactly the vibe that we like.
Yeah. 6 good. What else can I accomplish here on the grid? But the actual, besides the shading style that makes me look like a gummy, the overall design of this avatar is based directly on a sprite sheet for an NPC in the Mega Man Battle Network series of games. Specifically, Mega Man Battle Network 4 has an NPC with this color scheme and the skirt and stuff. Let me just real quick show my big chunky boots too.
It's also based on Crosscode a little bit.
I mean, that's not true. No, it's based on Mega Man.
I thought it was based on a little bit based on the stuff from Crosscode.
No,
like the Technomancers,
Spheromancers.
Yeah,
you could sort of get the idea that I'm a Spheromancer, considering the circular shoulder pads and the circles on the helmet.
Yeah, the helmet felt very Spheromancer to me.
But that wasn't intentional.
You could claim it is.
No. I can't stress enough that it's wholesale copied from one particular NPC sprite in Mega Man Battle Network 4. The only parts of my model that aren't directly copied are the ponytail and my girl power symbol on the chest.
Yeah, mine is based obviously on the drinking bird, but it's also based on the fact that one time when Noel first revealed the character design for their little bird character, I was like, I love that. How fun would that be as a VTuber? And then that sparked me thinking about this concept.
I'm gonna try and find the... I'm gonna try and find the, yes! The image that I'm looking for, and then pop it on screen. So that you can see, like, this is the actual image that was concept art for this character, and how it's... my avatar is fully just a rip-off of it. So let me try and pop this up on screen.
I won't be able to see it, but I'll look at it later.
Downloads image0.png. You're used literally with the little thing on the skirt, the color scheme, the helmet is exactly the same. Like, that's literally just it. Girl Navi from Mega Man Battle Network 4. And if you're not familiar with Mega Man Battle Network, these characters are literally essentially AI virtual assistants that people have in a little, like, what is essentially a smartphone / PDA type of thing. They live in there and then they go into the internet and go hang out in the internet, and that's exactly what I do.
Hell yeah.
I'm still struggling to find the next part of this region that I can chip away at. Maybe I should go look over here. Damn. Close. No cigar. Where can I find something to work with here? Two of these 4, 2 of this 5, 1 in this area, 1 in this area. I don't see it. I'm not seeing it. I don't see the vision. Where's the vision? Need 2 out of these 3, 1 out of the... Wait, I could sort of get something here. So I can only have 1 of these 3 cells. But according to this 5, I need 2 of these 2 cells, which means that this cell has to be lit. I can at least get that. That doesn't actually save me, though.
This feels closer to Picross than it does to Minesweeper, in my opinion.
How? It's literally Minesweeper mechanics.
I don't know, I guess just like I don't know.
They're both number logic games, but Picross, all the information is like outside the puzzle based on rows and columns. And in Minesweeper, all the information is inside the puzzle based on surrounding cells. One of these 2. Yeah, I actually... Even doing that didn't save me. Man, I might have to abandon this region and go look somewhere else. Come back over here at region 56. Maybe I'll find something now. This is a 7-cell region. This is a 3 out of 5. 3 of 5, 3 of 5, 5 of 6, 5 of 6. 4 of 7, 1 of 5, 1 of 4 right here. 4 of 6. Damn. 5 of 8. There has to be something that's like staring me directly in the face in this region. It's such a small space, there has to be something obvious that I'm missing. Like, I'm gonna realize that there's a 9 somewhere in here.
Hmm.
Or a 0. A 9 or a 0. This one! Okay. Six, 4, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, no. 5, 3, 3, 2. The kind of momentum that you can get by finally figuring out the part that you're missing and then filling in a whole bunch of a puzzle is so good. It's also just really nice that there's no fail state in this game.
Yeah, I think that's the aspect of Minesweeper that I dislike the most. And there is like some aspects of fail states in like Picross, but not ones that ruin everything.
Yeah. It took me a long time to wrap my head around Minesweeper, but now it's one of my favorite logic games. That's a 4. There we go. Sudoku and Solitaire I got down, but never Minesweeper for some reason. I still don't really... I understand the basics of Sudoku, and I can solve some, like, beginner Sudoku puzzles, but I haven't ever gotten to wrap my mind around some of the advanced mechanics. I can do Ken-Kens, because that's just, like, math.
I don't do a lot of number puzzles, I do more word ones.
Oh yeah! Once I finish this region, we should go play the Minute Cryptic.
Okay, and then how long have we been going?
We've been going for an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, so we'll do the minute cryptic and then we'll finish up.
Yeah.
And I'm already feeling better. The world's beautiful.
Link Cable can solve what ails you. I believe in the healing power of Link Cable.
Yeah.
Oops. Link Cable will solve all your problems, guaranteed, in 90 minutes or less.
Yeah.
And that's a Cable 2 guarantee. Oh, I can't solve that 5. I can do this 4, though.
I had a really good potato soup the other day, and now I want it again, but I can't have it because I didn't make it, and I don't have potatoes.
Damn. You need to solve that immediately. You need some potatoes.
No, I'm not leaving my house.
But you don't have potatoes. You need some damn taters.
I had the potato soup yesterday and a full baked potato, so I think I'm. And I had tater tots for lunch. I think I'm good.
P. Diddy charged. In October 2024, Sean Combs, also known as P. Diddy, was charged with multiple crimes, including sex trafficking, racketeering, and coercion. These charges followed revelations about decades of alleged abuse, behavior, and cover-ups.
Wake up in the morning, whack my pee-pee.
Yeah. I'll just quit to desktop and then pull up Minute Cryptic. minutecryptic.com. Let's see if I can point any of my windows towards this window. I guess I don't have a window capture for this browser yet. Yeah, that works. Okay, let's actually make it so that it's below us and in a proper folder where it's supposed to be. It's just gonna look a little bit weird. Whatever, who cares? The Minute Cryptic.
Don't forget to share it with me.
Oh. Good point. The Minute Cryptic is a single cryptic crossword clue that I had never known how to solve cryptic crossword clues until I started doing this. Let's look at the guide real quick. Solve the cryptic clue by typing your answer in the grid. It also gives you a par to try and beat. How to solve. Each cryptic clue has a definition and a secret meaning hidden in wordplay, which is made up of signposts and fodder. There's a lot of weird words that they use in this that's not really necessary. The first step to solving a cryptic clue can be identifying which part is fodder, signpost, or definition. Fodder is a strange combination of words and letters, often a sign of wordplay. You need to use these letters. The signposts tell you what to do with the fodder, and the definition is one or more words that have a direct synonym, which is the answer. The definition always appears at the beginning or end of the clue. That's the most important rule for these. The definition is always at the beginning or end. Example, struggle with siesta upsetting the Spanish. This is kind of a complicated one to use as an example.
Yeah.
It gives you the definition is struggle. And whenever you ask for a hint in Minute Cryptic, it tells you which part of it is the definition. That's the only hint you get, aside from having the thing reveal letters for you. So, struggle is our definition. Then, with siesta upsetting the Spanish, there are 2 wordplay flags here, being Spanish, giving us the idea that we need to find a Spanish word, a word in Spanish, and upsetting, which is a signpost telling us to upset or rearrange a word. With an anagram. Anagram? Yeah. I hate anagrams. I'm so bad at anagrams.
I like anagrams, but I also I remember why I didn't play this is because I thought it was too complicated.
It seems complicated, but you can see. We'll just keep reading this. With is fodder and needs us to find a legitimate abbreviation, which in this case would be just W. And since that's the first word that comes after the definition, if you can like abbreviate a word and it's the first word, it's going to be the first letter. That's the logic there with putting the W here. Then siesta needs us to find a synonym rest, perhaps. And then the is fodder for both Spanish and upsetting. We need to find a Spanish word for the, which would be L, and rearrange it, which gives us LE. That gives us W, rest, siesta, meaning rest, W, rest, T, and LE from L to get wrestle, another word for struggle. I hope everyone was able to follow that, because now we're going to do the real today's clue. Intermittent pain in body to irritate. Intermittent pain in body to irritate. 5-letter word.
I mean, so like from a crossworder's perspective, without any of this nonsense, my body would or my brain goes for ached, ACHED.
But you're taking that entirely from what they call the surface of the clue, which, especially in something like this, intermittent pain in body to irritate, it is obviously trying to make you think about, physical pain, sensations of the body. All of that is most likely a red herring. So our definition is either going to be intermittent or irritate or to irritate. Intermittent pain in body to irritate. I'm feeling like irritate might be our definition because I think intermittent could be telling us something about wordplay or how to read the rest of the clue. I'm also thinking maybe in body might be telling us that the word is hidden inside another word, that it might be like something inside the word intermittent.
It's probably a couple of letters for intermittent that are not one after the other because they're intermittently they're sporadically throughout the word intermittent.
That would be crazy. Potential.
See, I overthink too much. And this game is all about overthinking.
Yeah, it's all about overthinking. It makes you feel like a conspiracist. I'm gonna stare at this for a little while longer before I make the thing show me the hint as to what word is the actual definition. So let's think. In body makes me wonder if OD is going to come into effect. Intermittent. I'm sort of thinking irritate, annoy. Coming from like this A and this N, Y or something, but I don't think that's here.
I mean, that's not a bad guess. I was trying to think of something with itch.
Itch, like, could be close, but there's not like a C anywhere.
Yeah, that's what I was also, yeah.
I don't think any of these words could be easily abbreviated either.
Yeah, because it's not like pain could be the only thing that I could think of, and again, I don't like this, is like maybe like ouch, the CH for itch.
Pain turns into ouch. Let me just look at 5-letter groupings within this surface in case in body or intermittent return just means that I need to be looking at look at my common signposts here. Okay, alternating. This signpost asks you to look for every second letter of a word or multiple words. So that's definitely what intermittent means. That's definitely what intermittent is supposed to mean.
So it could be itch, because it could be alternating.
Intermittent, so we can take intermittent out. We don't have to worry about anything inside that word because that's just our signpost telling us what to do with the rest of it. We also don't have to worry about irritate because that's almost definitely our definition. In fact, it is definitely our definition because the definition's always at the start or the end, and we've already determined that the start is a wordplay indicator, not the definition.
Gotcha.
So we're looking at pain in body. So it says, oh my god, it is annoy. Second, if we take every second letter, P-A-I-N-I-N-B-O-D-Y, annoy, another word for irritate. Fuck yes.
Good job.
2 under par. And as a reward for beating it, you get to watch a video of this Australian guy, or potentially New Zealander guy, explaining how it happened. This also gets posted on TikTok every day, but it's unlisted until the day after, so it's not spoiling anyone.
I hate this, but I do kind of love it a little.
Wrong,
Oops,
but because
I had the audio muted.
Ineffective, and the wordplay technique that we need to rule out in this clue is the word irritate, which we might think is an anagram indicator, and it can be. It could be in another clue. It's just not in this clue because it doesn't work in this context. It's ineffective because the words that you would try to anagram here would be body 2, but that's 6 letters. Our answer is 5 letters, and there's no other surrounding techniques that tell us to remove some letters. So it could work in another clue. It just doesn't work in this clue. And the wordplay indicator that does work in this clue is the word intermittent, which is similar to one from recently, which was on and off. It's kind of what intermittent means. And it means to take the words pain in body, and instead of taking every letter, take every second letter, which could give us A-N-N-O-Y, annoy, another word for irritate.
This is really cool, actually.
It does. It makes you feel like a fucking genius. And I believe there's like a paid thing that you can do on the Minute Cryptic site to like get access to the back catalog. But you don't need to do that because you could just go to the YouTube channel or the TikTok channel and just like pick one.
Today's Cryptic.
I did this one. I think. How about even nerdy guys can be badass? I can just look at it and then solve it while the video's paused before he explains what it is. Even nerdy guys can be badass. I feel like even is obviously telling us every other word, so like E, D, EDGY, edgy, another word for badass.
For badass, yeah.
As it happened, that was the exact same type of signpost as the puzzle we just solved. But anyway, that my current obsession in regards to word games is Minute Cryptic, and you can join me in playing Minute Cryptic if you want.
I probably will.
But that's Link Cable, folks.
Yeah, thanks for coming by.
Thanks for coming by and curing Mish of my migraine.
Yeah.
Atch. Mine's mit den Käse Schatten.
Atch.
And as we always say on Link Cable intermission episodes, bye.
Link it up.
Link
it up.
Yeah.